You're not free. You never were. You've been told you're in control, that your choices are yours alone. But here's the truth. Every decision you make, every craving you obey, every scroll, sip, or swipe is a thread in a cage woven by your own mind. This isn't a prison of chains or locks. It's a labyrinth of impulses, traumas, and stories you've buried so deep you've forgotten they exist. Think about it. That urge to numb yourself with distractions, alcohol, porn, endless Netflix binges, validation from strangers online, isn't weakness. It's a symptom, a signal screaming that something inside you is fractured. Carl Jung warned us, what you resist persists. Every time you reach for that vice, you're not failing, you're fleeing. Fleeing a pain so ancient, so primal, you've convinced yourself it doesn't exist. Society loves to shame you. Just quit, they say. Try harder. But Gabor Maté, a psychiatrist who studied addiction for decades, dismantles this lie. Ask not why the addiction, but why the pain. Your vices aren't the problem. They're messengers. They're the shadow Jung spoke of, the parts of yourself you exiled because they were too ugly, too raw, too human to face. That weakness you hate, it's not a flaw. It's a cry for help from the child who learned love was conditional, the teen who buried shame, the adult who's never felt safe enough to stop running. Here's a trap. The more you fight the symptom, the louder the root pain grows. Addiction isn't a disease of willpower. It's a disease of disconnection. You're trying to fill a void that wasn't yours to begin with. Maybe you were taught that love had to be earned. Maybe you were punished for crying. Maybe you learned early that your worth hinged on perfection. So you built armor, substances, screens, sex, chaos, anything to mute the ache of existing in a world that never made space for your pain. But here's the cruel twist. The armor becomes the cage. The very thing you use to survive becomes the reason you feel dead inside. You don't drink to feel alive. You drink to forget you're dying. You don't scroll to feel connected. You scroll to avoid the terror of being alone with your thoughts. And the cycle tightens. Yet there's a secret they don't tell you. Your pain holds the key to your freedom. Jung called it shadow work. Maté calls it compassionate inquiry. It's not about fighting your demons. It's about asking them why they're here. That rage, it's unmet justice. That loneliness, it's a plea for belonging. That shame, it's a wound that never got to heal. Your vices are not enemies. They're maps to the parts of you that need light. But staring into that abyss is terrifying. Society profits from your avoidance. Pharma, alcohol, tech, all peddling pacifiers for pain they help create. They want you to believe healing is a solo journey, that asking for help is weakness. Another lie. Maté's research is clear. The opposite of addiction isn't sobriety, it's connection. Trauma festers in isolation. It dissolves in community. This isn't about fixing yourself, it's about reclaiming yourself. Jung's individuation, the process of integrating your fractured parts, isn't for the faint of heart. It demands you confront the stories you've told yourself. I'm broken. I don't deserve love. I'm unworthy. Those aren't truths. They're relics of a past that no longer owns you. Here's the choice. Keep numbing, keep shrinking, keep letting your pain write your story, or step into the fire. Let it burn away the lies. Let it forge a version of you strong enough to hold the weight of your truth. Your vice isn't the enemy. The enemy is the fear of what you'll find when you finally stop running. So ask yourself, what pain am I using this vice to bury? What parts of me have I disowned to be loved? What if my weakness is actually my compass? The door to your cage is unlocked, but walking out, that requires a courage no one can give you. Call to action. If you're ready to stop running, comment, "I reclaim my story." This isn't inspiration, it's a revolt. And if you're done letting pain dictate your life, subscribe. The war for your mind starts here.